Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
How the levels look?
They look good.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Episode
Oh,
201.
Oh no.
Oh, this is the one back.
Yeah.
This is the one bike.
Season 2.
Well, I'll be.
Season 3? How many shows are in a season?
That's a long season.
200 episodes is a lot.
Is it like 12 to 24 episodes?
Yeah, or like 10-ish. If it's 10 seasons, 10 episodes a season, this is 21. Season 21.
Gross.
Wow.
Welcome to another episode of Please Elite This. In the garage, we have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Yo.
Hi, friends.
We
What's
back.
up, yo? Pardon my voice.
That's
Back from vacation.
That sexy, scratchy voice.
That's nothing sexy.
I love it.
My baby.
Oh, man, you forgot to get Darren his ice.
You did one I seen.
That's all right.
It's not too bad.
It's all right. Yeah, it's bad, but it's all right.
Nah, come on, it's not.
There are worse things in life. There are worse things.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate everything.
You
That's
really,
what I learned recently.
you definitely do.
You
have
drink
to
that cat
appreciate
water.
the
Because you may be in a situation in life,
man,
you know?
you need to drink whatever you find, brother.
Word. What's up, yo?
Ain't much, man. I missed my friends.
Yeah.
You guys left me.
Because you left first.
You guys just poof disappear.
You first.
We said, watch this.
Darren first. Darren was like, I'm
I
out.
said, wait a minute. I know they kept saying it was leaving the same weekend, but like dead ass leaving the same weekend.
We definitely did.
And you noticed, so it was the group chat that made you feel it a little bit?
Yeah. I said, oh, they're both gone.
Yeah, I didn't have.
It was like a Home Alone moment.
Right. I had barely any service, so I couldn't
that's
really
true.
check in
Oh,
with you
ocean.
guys or anything. Oh.
Man, I just wasn't on my phone. That's just,
You never are. I don't
Bim was
expect to
Bim.
see you.
Eve, Get out of here.
I don't
I'm going
expect
in the
to
pool.
see you.
Yeah, nah.
So I'll start with you, Dare. What'd you do last weekend?
So me and the family, we went on a cruise to the Bermuda,
Cruise.
Ooh.
and it was it was very nice. Have you guys been on cruises before?
Absolutely not.
You? No, I've been on cruises before. I've been on a couple, and we've always flown down to Florida and
Yes.
got it from there.
That's why I thought it worked. I was very surprised.
I was very surprised that we were catching it from New York. So there was a whole element that was missing. Like we didn't have to pack the bags and make sure they didn't have too much in it, for when you fly, you're not paying extra, whatever. So we were able just to pack whatever in the bags that we thought we needed
I never thought of that.
and drive up to New York and catch it from down there. What I didn't recognize is that when you take a cruise from New York, it was very different from taking a cruise from Florida because the people that you're on the cruise with are primarily black people, which is not. I'm not saying it's a problem, but it just wasn't something I expected.
I just don't be expecting stuff.
Yeah,
when he
me
started,
both.
you know what I mean?
Me both,
You never know
right?
where he's gonna land.
Because like from Florida, we're getting like people will fly to Florida because it's really a nice place already. Nobody's flying to New York to catch to cruise.
Oh, God, no.
Right.
If you have a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you gotta fly somewhere.
I'm not flying to fucking Manhattan to catch a
So
to
what you got
cruise.
is a bunch of Northeasterners.
Jersey, New York, now
Connecticut.
this guy, and so just the atmosphere was very different, and I was like recognizing that I would get to see. And so, first off, don't go on a cruise if you have kids. PSA:
You just got right
if
to
you
it.
have
huh?
kids, do not go.
You're just going to get right to
on
it.
a cruise because we literally spent nearly $200 or over $200 before we even hit the ship
What do you
because
mean?
of COVID. Yeah, so they tell you that you got to get tested before you get on the ship. Cool, we got tested. When we were boarding, they said, "Oh, because your 5-year-old is not vaccinated, even though you two are," and it tells you in a little readout that if the parents are vaccinated but the kid is not, you should be fine. But no,
Because it's genetic.
I don't know. But because
None of it makes sense.
because Carter's not vaccinated, they're like, he's got to get COVID tested. And since he has to get COVID tested, it's $60 there. Even though we have the COVID test in hand. They're like, no.
Wow.
So then, okay, we go through the line, we get him tested. As I'm going through the line, they tell us, oh, your 3-year-old, because he's not vaccinated, I know we told you he didn't have to before, he has to now.
Come on.
Another $60. And then Bermuda says that, hey, you got to register to enter the country. We need your vaccination. We need your COVID test, and we need $40 per head.
And this was day of.
This is as we are getting on the ship, right? And it was just like,
Yeah, that adds up to 200 easy. Yup. Mm-hmm.
Before we even hit the ship, it's hot. But everybody's just like, trying to get through. There's kids running around that don't know what they're doing. They just know, mommy told me to walk this way. Whatever. We finally got on the ship. All is well. All black, beautiful people. The music. Mwah.
Really?
Oh,
Nice.
man. Like DJs from New York
Yes.
music.
I'm here for that.
Talking over the music, stopping it real quick. Dance hall, soca.
What cruise line is this?
I was gonna say,
this
you probably was on like one of them New York party
No,
cruises that didn't realize it.
I probably. No, this was Carnival. This was Carnival Magic.
Carnival? Really?
Yeah. And so it was really an experience, if you should say. And there's one more thing I want to tell you guys about. I know I could talk forever about this. What was the last thing? Either way, it was a good time. I was very happy to be there with the family. The boys had a tremendously good time. Oh, the thing, this COVID thing is really it's just why, guys. So we get off the ship when we get to Bermuda. They say, okay, we're gonna dock. We dock at 11. We need everybody back on the boat by 3:30. Cool. We got off the ship and we walk down like a pier, and you have to go in this building where we show our passports. And so before we get in this building, there's two people standing outside. They're like, you need your mask. Put on your mask. You need your mask. And everybody's like, oh, okay. We haven't had the mask on the entire ship.
Right.
Because supposedly everybody on the ship is COVID-free.
Yeah, you made us test.
Twice. So we put on the mask. Cool. We're in the Bahamas. We're okay. So we walk in this door. We walk into this door right here. We show our passport. We walk out that door. Okay, you can take off your mask.
Oh, man. Whatever, yo. Whatever, man.
As if that's like the COVID line or something. And literally nobody inside Bahamas has a mask.
I'm sick about going to where Mexico, same thing. U.S. airport, no mask. U.S. plane, no mask. Land the plane, walking into Cancun airport, put your mask on. Huh? You mean all the people I was just sharing germs with? Now I have to protect myself? Okay.
If you say so.
Let me take this out of my pocket.
Not the dirty pocket again.
I got you.
Hey, Darren. So how long does it take a boat to go from New York to Bermuda?
We left for Thursday. We were at sea a full day Friday and landed on Saturday. So I guess a day and a half, if you will. And then
Do you get seasick?
I do usually, but the cruise ship is so big that you really don't feel its motion unless it's really bad. This one was actually pretty rocky. Like it was like you can feel it swaying. So there was a couple times my tongue was like, "All right, you gotta chill out." But usually it's you don't even like feel that you're on a ship.
Yeah, that's what I usually hear people say.
Yeah.
Okay, so this might be a dumb question, but I've never been on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah.
What do you do on a cruise for fun? 'Cause I can see how like it could probably get like maybe dull
Mundane.
quick.
Yeah. And we had a 4-day cruise. There's people who take 8-day cruise. Like right after, there was people who were staying on for another 8-day cruise.
Wow.
Or there's like 20 days cruise. There's 3 months cruise.
20 days?
Yeah, I don't even know how. So on this particular cruise, they had a couple clubs. They have restaurants. They have a lot of like activities. So like they'll do like live performances and shows and entertainment. They do like a bingo night. I guess
I love bingo.
song.
I'm lying. I never played. I just want to.
You can't.
They have they do like a lot of like party-ish, like everybody on the deck.
Yeah.
Where there's the pools, there's 2 pools, jacuzzis.
I would think more.
Just
Only
like-
2 pools?
Yeah,
They must be full.
yeah.
Okay.
They have like a water splash park for the kids. Yeah.
Baby,
So
dude.
no, you're right.
That's just like a
It is.
big ass cruise ship. Right? 2 pools?
And it's not even like
it's
it's
like
a
human soup.
yo, because it's not even like it's a pool that you can like dive in and swim from one end to the other. Like it's
Yeah.
like a maybe
stand up.
It's maybe like the size of this room, like barely pool. And like this
ship,
and people, the kids are just literally the kids are in there, and they're just like a mess of kids. Like, like I didn't get in the pool.
Bim's face, fix it.
I don't like vacationing where kids are. I learned that with the wife recently.
Kids, no, thank you.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
Oh boy.
They have outdoor movies. They'll play a movie in the evening. They set up all these like beach chairs, and there's places to hang out.
Okay.
So there's a lot to do, but by day 2, you've got the gist, right? You've got the okay, yeah. I get it. So, and then by then you get off the ship, you see the island, you go shopping, and then you jump back on the ship, and then like, all right, time to go home.
Yeah, because you said you had to get back on by like 3:00.
By 3:30.
That's not even 4 hours.
Yeah, it's barely. And so when you get off the ship, everybody has the same idea. Yeah. So you get off the ship, everybody's looking for a taxi. They're looking for a way to get to the beach. And Bermuda, the beach, the first beach you come to is like the first beach there. Mm-hmm. So you drive, you get a taxi. You drive about 25 minutes. Literally, everybody that's on the ship is.
It's the soup.
It's
on the beach.
At the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again,
not going on a cruise.
Again, beautiful. It was nice to be around a lot of beautiful black people, men, women. Everybody's just having a good time, little kids and stuff. But also, like I come on, guys, like there's too many of us here, guys.
Darren's a wild card. Yeah. You never know.
So, we hit the beach. We had our fun there, and
You sound like you were swinging it.
Said
we had our fun there.
I mean, I'm the type of person that I can do the beach again, but put me in the shade. I need to find shade as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
And then you can do whatever you want. So, and then you jump back on the ship, and then they're like, okay, we're going home. You could eat. Jen, you're a foodie.
I like food.
You literally can eat as much as you want. Like,
was it buffet or
it's
like
no, it's restaurant style. Ooh. But they bring you a menu, and you say, let's say, okay, they say we have this for appetizers. Let's say they have chicken tenders and frog legs and some other stuff, and you can say a shrimp cocktail. Okay, I want a shrimp cocktail or frog legs, and you can order all 3. They'll bring you all 3. You eat it, don't eat it, they take it away. Yeah, we're a very wasteful country. That's what I've learned. You can do pasta. They give you bread. And they're also very nice. Service with a smile. The rooms are meep. That was another.
They don't call them rooms on boats. They call them cabins.
And you guys are tall.
Yeah. Well, height-wise, we were okay. It's 4 of us in this, So they put 2 full twins beds together for our king. And then they pop down 2 bunk beds for the boys over our bed. Yeah, so it worked. But they're doing it for the purpose of, they're like, okay, we're hoping you don't spend. Come on, Jen. Come on, Jen.
She's an idiot.
They're doing it so that she all snorted. They're hoping that you don't spend time in the cabin. The point
they
is
want you to get out. Yeah.
Get out and see the cruise. They have a really big, nice casino. They do stand-up comedy shows in the evening.
Did you go to one?
Mm-hmm.
Did you laugh?
I did chuckle.
Okay.
He was good. He reminded me of Dave Chappelle's earlier career. I wish I could remember his name. Cool. But he was funny. There is a lot to do, but if it's not your thing, you're gonna get bored super quick.
I'm even more sad for the people that got stuck on cruise ships during COVID.
And I was going to say, that's why they're doing that rubbish with COVID, because that's where we saw, there's cruise ships stuck because everybody's...
Also, did y'all hear about the 60-person fight that was on the cruise?
Yeah.
No.
It was actually this cruise ship, the one before.
I was going to say, this sounds like that's how that happened. When you said they started in New York, and I was like, wait, that fight was in New York.
So when I walked on this ship...
Oh, boy.
Stupid Warg Darren was like, man, there's a lot of us here, right? And the wife was like, isn't it beautiful? I'm like, yeah, it's beautiful. There's a lot of us here, right? And so I was like, did you hear about the fight on the cruise? She was like, yeah, it was this one. And I was like, aha.
I definitely had the same thoughts. I don't feel too bad. I mean, still feel bad, Warg Darren, but I was like, this sounds like
I mean,
I'm
everybody.
like, I remember them saying it started in New York, and I'm like, a cruise that goes to New York? Where'd I go?
Everybody was in a great mood. Did you hear how it happened?
It was something about like 2 people who are in relationships or 3 people got together to have a threesome, but not with their partners.
Close. The guy is with his wife, and for whatever reason, his baby mama's on the ship too.
Oh Lord!
And he
oh Lord!
asked,
oh Lord!
He asked the wife if he can ask the baby mama to participate in a threesome.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
And then fight ensued. I don't know if the baby mama was like, sure, let's do the threesome, and wife was like, no, and fight. I don't know what happened, but fight, right? And so I saw actually we passed by the
not Darren spilling the tea.
You saw he perked up during this
part,
right?
because I couldn't remember. I knew there was one more piece of this I couldn't remember. So we passed by the club that the fight was in. It's like, you know, at nighttime once the kids are.
They were in the club fighting on a cruise ship.
Oh, you didn't see it, yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh my God. So one thing you have to know about vacation and cruises,
video.
Black people love to have an all-white night.
There's always an all-white.
It's always an all-white night, and it makes me.
I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. How when I went to Atlanta in Macy's, they had a whole all-white section. Like, you know how there's like men's suits, bathing suits. They had a whole section of just white. And I said, "There's that many white parties in Atlanta."
Oh my God!
Y'all know we look good in white,
black
right?
people love.
Yes.
We look good in white.
But we don't
can't
need to
stand
do it on every special occasion.
Nah, we have to. You don't catch
We
me.
don't
in
have
How else
to.
do you sell linen, Darren?
You won't catch me in this seersucker.
I purposely did not pack any white on. I had like a
you're
white
that
T-shirt.
guy. So
Yeah,
you
because
stuck out.
I'm not. I didn't want to go to any white party. I didn't want to go to any party.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a white.
I just
party.
wanted to be in the shade.
'Cause I was just saying to somebody, I was like, "Yo, what's the allure? Why do we always have to have a white party?"
Why?
We look good in white.
that it?
We look good in blue and
Y'all
red
good in
and
yellow?
green
You
and
had
purple.
a white party, didn't you?
Probably.
And I had the one I had, and everybody looked glorious.
Yeah.
I don't really
I
wear
don't.
white.
Listen, I don't.
I don't know if I went.
I had on white pants this weekend.
I don't-
And a nice floral
I
shirt.
have a pair of white jeans. I've worn them maybe twice in my life.
You don't go nowhere.
I don't put it past us that we look good in white.
I bought them to wear them to an all white thing. 'Cause I had all white Yeezys I haven't worn. Also, I don't wear all white. I feel like it's like a waste of time.
I get dirty very easily.
So you just got to grow up.
Do I? You get a stain
Just gotta
before you
grow
even
up.
recognize it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
put on
have.
some
So I was
fresh
gonna wear
white.
the white jeans, the all white Yeezys, and then whatever shirt I decided, and I just whatever it was, I just didn't go.
Do all
So I
white
still
pop.
haven't worn
Is
it.
that what you want to do?
I still haven't worn the all white Yeezys. I might wear them if we do something.
All white pod, yo.
All white pie next week.
Let's do it.
All white hosts.
We gotta do it before Labor Day.
Yes, we do.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. Don't say whatever now.
I don't listen to that stuff.
All white is a thing.
I wear
You ain't been
whatever.
to no all white party in November.
I have to check.
You haven't.
I gotta check my
I can
calendar.
tell you.
Check my calendar.
So yeah, but it was a good time.
Oh,
nevertheless.
the boys enjoy it?
The boys had so much fun to spoil little brats. They
Nice.
ate their hearts out. They had ice cream till they dropped. They had burgers till they dropped. They had pasta, everything. They swam at the pool. They went in the jacuzzi. There's an area where there's like a pool in the middle and then 2 jacuzzis on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, to me, it's weird to see adults and kids in a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
It's weird,
I was gonna
but
say kids in a jacuzzi sounds weird.
it sounds weird. But
You go to somewhere where the kid, get in there. Parents is like,
yeah,
get in
yeah.
there.
And they're all just sitting there talking.
And then you're looking at the parents like, you know, people do nasty things in jacuzzis. Right?
Maybe, and that's what my thought, but whatever.
Sorry, Darren.
Funny enough, right? Also, there's miniature golfing, and I found out my boys love miniature golfing. Why they love miniature golfing, I don't know.
Because
'Cause it's
they're
easy to
better
hit a
than their
ball.
dad.
No, they suck. They're terrible.
No, better in terms of wanting to do stuff.
Oh yeah, they're much better. Yes, they're much better.
Mini golf is fun.
I mean, it's fun to an extent,
And it's mini, and they're mini.
and I guess so. But they, whatever. So we're up there. They have this mini golf area, and they have
Darren's
like
so annoyed by the
foos-
mini
I
golf.
hate it. And they have foosball, and they have table tennis,
Table tennis.
and you know, as you're walking around the ship, you obviously see the same faces, and eventually you say hello, whatever. And there was this
That's
lady.
how black guys become friends.
I
True.
love that clip. That's the truest thing ever.
It's so true.
Oh,
Yeah, and
If I see you 4 times,
yeah, we friends now.
yeah.
What's his name? I
I don't know.
There was a lady there with her daughter, and just like us, she was annoying her mother, like, come on, play with me. And I don't want to play, I want to relax. So we're like, here, go play, Carter, go play with her. So they're playing foosball. They're playing, foosball, is it? The table
yeah.
Okay. And, you know, while we're talking to the mother, we're ha ha ha, whatever, awkward laugh. And they're done playing, and the girl was, I think, 7, and we were like, okay, who won? And Carter was like, me. And they're like, oh, yeah, cool. The girl's all embarrassed, whatever. And then before she leaves, she gives Carter this big hug, right? Oh, friendship. Oh, man. Oh, so nice. I thought that was sweet. Clarabelle did not. Don't touch my son, she's saying, right?
Stop it.
And whatever. It's funny, whatever. So now I have something to tease her with the whole time. Like, hey, you see your son's little girlfriend? And I could tell Carter took a liking to her, as in just like she's cool to play with. Because the day they were in the pool and jumping from the jacuzzi, she walked by, and I could see Carter smile like, oh, my friend. And I was
Connection.
like,
Yeah.
right.
Dope.
I made a friend.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
this is so great.
So nice.
Mother didn't really appreciate it.
She gonna have a hard time in teenage years. I'm
You'll
dealing
do-
with it.
So yeah, that's cool. Hey,
That was
Bim,
my
what'd you
trip.
do?
Yeah, Bim.
Celebrated. Happy birthday to Crystal. Happy birthday to Wale.
Oh, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Bim's relatives.
July 5th. She's so
You're
weird.
so awkward.
I love them both.
You would think
so
she never
awkward.
did this before.
I love them
That
both.
she doesn't know them.
And she don't know me. Like anything.
Happy birthday.
And
Bim
then he
relatives.
barely knows them, relatives.
Are you cool with them, Bim?
You know, we get along, I guess.
See him every now and then.
So my oldest sibling and youngest sibling, same birthday, 10 years apart exactly. Very dope, but then you got to split it up for milestone birthdays. So now one turns 40, the other one turns 30.
What do you do?
Sorry, sister. The boys are gone. So we went to Cancun, 12 of us, all guys. Only 5 of the 12 came from Rhode Island. We got Jersey, Texas, Cali, Maryland. Just awesome to get everybody together.
Yay.
Vegas.
Vegas, well, formerly Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Cali, yeah.
Oh, he did move. Oh.
So, great trip. My voice is gone. Resort alcohol, that beach stuff.
Rum?
Yeah.
I can't say no
Or the
more.
slushy drinks. It just kills me. But great trip. If anyone is traveling to Cancun, just a heads up, especially if you're black, just be careful of the police. I heard tales of cops arresting people for drug possession, marijuana, public urination, and you will be extorted. So be careful.
Damn.
Other than that, fantastic time. Always good to see the brothers. But I have no voice, so I can't tell more.
I can't say no more.
I can't say no more. But yeah, great trip. Great to be back. But, sorry,
Yes.
Jen.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I realized a couple of things because I was in the club scene,
Wow.
which I hadn't done for a while, but it felt good to hear certain songs on speakers.
Yeah.
Songs of the summer. In the Afrobeat category. I think we all know this. Bang, last. Everybody. Clubs, every club, everything. Love it. In the hip hop category, take a guess.
I feel like it's a Drake song.
No, thank God. No.
Beyonce.
Hip hop.
Nope, hip hop.
Hip
Oh,
hop.
hip hop.
Hip
Hip
hop.
hop.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Hip
Or
hop.
rap.
Give us a clue. A region of this country.
South.
South.
New.
Possibly South. New. Sensation. Started
Future?
off as a small clip that everybody was rocking with. Jen, when I tell you I looked in the crowd, it's not the same, but it felt like a knuck if you buck type of energy.
Oh, I should know this.
I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free. When I tell you, you don't know the song.
I know him, but I don't know who's.
He knows it from TikTok.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that's where
It originated from.
but it's a joint now. It's rung off. Even I'm fucking nigga free too. We all fucking nigga. It was fire.
I know
Fire.
that's right.
Yeah, but it was great trip.
That's awesome.
Great trip. Viva la Mexico.
Viva la Mexico,
speaking of-
cerveza, and all that.
Speaking of Burna Boy, great album.
Yeah, I dig it.
I like that. The one that sounds like the Squid Game. I love that.
Yeah,
I love
they killed
track.
that sample.
Yeah.
They killed that. Jen, how was your time with us away?
It was peaceful.
You act like we the ones that bother you. What you mean?
You don't. I'm just saying, generally, life, I like to keep it peaceful. So, I enjoyed that
Yay.
thoroughly.
What kind of peacefulness is y'all?
Like, legit doing nothing.
What else is? What
You know what
better
that-
peaceful it is, man?
Do you not speak English?
You know what it is, Darren? Our version of nothing only involves us individually. it doesn't happen where like the spouse or the significant other is
Also
like,
does nothing.
right. So it's like if we're together, something is happening, or we did some version of something.
Yeah.
So in my head, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You did nothing?
Or like, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, my pewter's not pewting.
Yeah, it's not puny.
But that's
fire.
awesome. It's also good to
man.
do nothing.
I like it.
It's also good.
So you was around. Tell us what happened, because I have no idea of anything that took place.
Well, anyone who's listening to this on Friday, we are recording a day early on Wednesday instead of Thursday because Thursday is the final January 6th hearing, supposedly DK. And I said to my friends, I said, "Can we please record on Wednesday? Because I need to see this final hearing." And Bim said, "Can you please explain it?" So here I am, so that you, even though it's a day late and $1 short by the time you hear this, for anyone who's like, "Why is this a big deal?" I'm gonna try to simplify it as much as I can. It's a whole bunch of years worth of stuff, and I'm gonna try to cram it.
You got this.
Pressure.
He's being more subtle about it. I like it.
He's pressure. He's being subtle.
Ish.
That's the first time I've ever said. Timer.
You gave the time. It was better than, make it good for the radio.
Right.
So you're getting better.
You're right.
He's like, wrap it
And
up.
don't swear.
Shakes, it's a lot. So anyone who knows me knows that back when Trump was president and he was on Twitter, I followed him. And a lot of times I would repost his tweets. And even our good friend Bim asked me, "Why do you repost Donald Trump? Were you a Trump supporter?" And I said, "God, no." But he says some really wild things. And I post these things so that we all can see it, so that when something goes down, we don't say, "Oh, snap, didn't see that coming."
And you were saying that for a while. Yeah.
So what he did while he was president, even before he was president, he kind of played into certain people's beliefs and things, and just even "Make America Great Again" slogan is so broad that you can capture pretty much anybody if you spin it to them properly.
Yeah.
So these people became more fanatics of the person versus following what the policies are in X, Y, and Z. So then leading up to the election, he basically just kept saying, if I lose, it's because somebody cheated. Almost on some get ready for a revolutionary war type. We got to get our own independence if this don't go our way. Fine. And I'm just seeing these tweets like, yo, what is going on? So now let's fast forward to the election, and I'm going to try to use a wedding as a metaphor. Hopefully my metaphor doesn't fall apart.
Oh, you better nail it. Go.
Okay. So imagine there's a guy and a girl who are together. The girl's name is USA, USA. I thought of this in the car. USA's the girl, right? USA got a man. His name is Donald.
Okay.
At some point, USA decides, you know what? I don't really want to be with Donald anymore. I want to be with Joe. Donald's like, no, thank you. I love Mambas. Donald's like, no, I want you to be with me forever. USA's like, no, it's not even how that works. Like, I only do 8-year increments at best. It's like, nah. You're my girl. So USA picks Joe. So that's basically the election, right? So then, if the election's in November, that's basically when Joe proposed, right? But in December is when they actually had invitations and sent them out and got the dress and all that and said, we're having a wedding.
The Nigerian engagement part.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Darren. Nailed it. So in December is when that happens, but also in December is when they signed the actual marriage certificate, right? In January, on January 6th, is when they're having the wedding. Okay?
I'm with you.
So it's just a ceremony.
Because there's mad people at this Nigerian engagement. Oh, I'll be here, Jen. Jen!
I thought of this on the ride up here. Okay? So January 6th is the actual wedding, just to say, we did it, but things been signed in December.
Yeah.
Right? It's a destination wedding. It's in D.C.
She's good.
Bim told me I better nail it. It's in D.C.
All cylinders so far.
Okay, so Donald's like, nah, that's my girl. Even before December, before they picked a wedding date, that's my girl. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to tell my people my girl's got kidnapped.
Oh.
And we need to save her from Joe. They stole my girl.
Troy.
Meanwhile,
Troy.
USA picked Joe. She's not kidnapped.
These are two good metaphors, guys.
Okay? So he's getting people riled up, like, nah, we gotta go get USA. She's in danger. Boom, boom, boom. it's not gonna work out for us. Once they kidnap Usa, they kidnap all of us. They was like, nah, we can't let that happen to you, fam. Meanwhile, Donald's boy Mike is the priest at the wedding.
And he's just reading what he was given.
And Donald's like, yo, if I make a fake wedding certificate and give it to you, can you swap it at the wedding?
That didn't happen.
They have fake electoral votes. Yes.
Stop it.
Yes, this is why this is a big deal. When they were fighting.
Did you know this there?
No.
I'm telling you, this is a very big deal. Yeah. When they were counting the electorate votes, whatever you call them, in December, what they were trying to do before then was put all these lawsuits out saying the votes ain't real and blah, blah, blah. And they recounted everything like 2-3 times. Like, everything's good. Like, there's nothing else we can recount.
Right.
So then they were like, all right, if Georgia gets, I don't know how many electoral votes, if we just make some forged ones and put them in the envelope, then those will be the ones that count.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I didn't know this. Wow.
Yes. So they have fake forged electoral votes that they tried to get people to bring to Washington, to the destination wedding. So he's telling Mike, like, yo, fam, all you got to do, right, when you get there is switch the marriage certificates. And then that wedding ain't even a thing no more, fam. Then I'm married to her and we good. We ride off in the sunset. Right. And Mike's like, fam, I'm just the priest. Like, that's not how that works. I don't get to decide who marries who. I just read the words and then they say I do and that's it. It's signed. And he's like, no. That's not how it works, Mike. And the fact that you're my boy and you're not trying to roll with me.
That's why they turned. I didn't know why he turned on him. Oh.
That's where he turned on him.
Damn.
So December, like I said, wedding is announced. Invitations go out January 6th, Washington, D.C. So Donald says to his people in a tweet that night at like 1 a.m, meet me in D.C. January 6th. It will be wild.
He did tweet that.
He did tweet that too. And so all his people seeing that was like, yo, he's really trying to get his girl back. January 6th, showing up. And his boy Mike better get that princess out or else we on his ass.
This makes beautiful sense.
Thank you. So Mike's still like, nah, fam, this is weird. Like, yeah, honestly, you really need to chill. You need to get some clap cleats. Go find some rebound girls. Go get you some booty because you're kind of wilding right now. And he's like, no, Mike, I'm not wilding. You're wilding. Matter of fact, I have all these people that agree with me that you're wilding. So January 6th comes. The wedding is on one street a mile away. Donald says, I'm going to talk to my people first. All right, you guys come to me. I'm having this rally, right? They don't tell nobody. They do an off-the-record addition to Donald Trump's itinerary for the day because he's president. He has an itinerary. So they added this off-the-record event
That
to go
stop over there. Yeah.
to go to the rally.
Damn.
So now here it is, January 6th. This, like we all know, I was at work and I saw the tweet and I said, something's going down. I turned on MSNBC while I was working.
Jen is legit the only person before it happened who was like, yo, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. The only one that I saw saying that. Yo, keep on.
So, watching this on TV, and the wedding's happening. You know, everything's happening. Boom, boom, boom. The one uncle who really didn't even want Usa to get married got up and was like, you know what? I didn't really want you to get married. My name's Uncle Mitch, but he is kind of a cool dude. I rock with it. I'll let you get married. Word. Same time, Donald's with his peoples down the street like, yo, all right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to walk down there. You just brought your weapons, right? You got your bear spray, whatever.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that.
I was about to say.
But the thing is, so this is what's one of the things that came out in the hearings, that because they had metal detectors, and that's when they found out a lot of the people had guns and whatnot, what have you. So they were turning the people with weapons away, but they were just kind of on the outside, like we were talking about the gay parade party, how it's really outside to outside.
Yeah.
So they're just on the other side, but you know how Donald Trump likes to have a nice crowd.
Yeah.
So he's telling them, just let them in. They're not here to hurt me.
Oh, boy.
So that's what Cassidy Hutchinson has said in her testimony. That he had said, let them in. They're not here to hurt me.
Yeah, they're not here for me.
Nah, those are my peoples.
This was
Oof.
in America.
In America.
Who can survive in America?
So at the end of him talking all that rah-rah, like, yo, he took my girl, let's go get him. They was like, yeah. He said, all right, let's march to the venue, the Capitol.
He did.
The wedding's going on right now. So these people start marching a mile down the road in D.C. We're gonna get USA. We're gonna get USA. So now they're like, yo, Mike, you wasn't gonna do what we said? We're gonna hang you. They build a thing to hang people.
A noose?
Yes. They built one outside the Capitol. All this is, that's why that day when that happened, I was like, yo, all this was happening in live TV.
They were trying to get to his office, right? Scaling the thing, trying to get through
No,
the
they were
window?
trying to get to the room because they were all in this room, like they're having the wedding.
Oh, I thought Pence was in his office at one point and people were trying to get
That was
him there.
after.
Ah,
They were all inside this room, so he's officiating this thing.
That's true. That's true.
And as it's happening, I'm watching them, state of California, blah, blah, blah. And this is happening on the outside. So they stopped the proceedings and was like, yo, something's going on. So then the security rounds up all the senators and Congress people because they have pins that say Democrat or Republican. So they round them up and they like take them down some underground tunnel or something with Mike Pence to a whole nother area. Nancy Pelosi, all them. And these people, like Troy, are coming. They got the wooden horse. And so I'm watching this live, like, are these people in like danger? Like, so apparently during this, while it was happening, these senators were like hiding under the tables and stuff. They were hearing the yelling, gunshots, all this, and people scaling the walls. They're seeing it on their phones. So that's why they stopped the proceedings. They stopped the wedding to get everybody safe and to hide the priest because they were looking for him.
Yeah. Oof. So now these trials that are taking, Jen, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
She broke it down.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
I have no questions.
So
The
so these hearings that are going on, is it about the people who stormed or is it about people behind it?
It's about Trump.
Really?
So they're saying that if he didn't get these people riled up and he didn't tweet what he was tweeting, like they're saying he planned for them to go to the Capitol to storm into that ceremony. He's saying, well, he ain't saying nothing, but what they're insinuating is that he had nothing to do with that. Yeah. It's not my fault they walked over there. Mind you, when he said, let's march to the Capitol, he wanted to go. But as you know, they're not going to let the president do no nonsense like that. So they took him to the White House. And I remember when I was watching, I was like, yo, where are they going to take him? So they take him to the White House, and then he tweeted a video when this melee is going on, and everybody's like, yo, where's the president? Why doesn't he stop this? He can stop this. All he has to do is tweet, hey, guys, stop. Yeah. And they will stop because they follow him. And he wasn't doing that. He finally puts out the tweet, and it's a video of him on the White House lawn saying, these are very good people. I love you. Blah, blah, blah.
Go home.
Go home. You're very beautiful people. In peace. And so everybody got pissed off again, like, yo, that's not what you say. Right. You're no, that's not how that goes. And so now it's coming out in this hearing that apparently he wanted Secret Service to take him there, and they wouldn't. So there was like supposedly a struggle in the car with him and Secret Service. So now, fast forward, after that came out in the testimony about the Secret Service thing, they're asking Secret Service for their text messages, and they're like, "Oh, we deleted them from those 2 days."
Yo,
that I saw they can't recover the deleted texts.
Yeah, they say.
Is that really?
They're saying because they were updating their system or something. So
I'm sure.
So they happen to have deleted from those 2 days.
This is a matter of national security, as we always hear things being said, that they can go through our phones and find our deleted stuff. But
Secret Service?
We did an update, my bad. I got you.
I got it.
All right.
Rebooted my phone. Sorry. I dropped it in water and I put it in rice and I couldn't do anything. Sorry.
That's nasty.
So tomorrow, which is why I asked if we can move the pod, is the final hearing. So at the end of the last hearing, Liz Cheney, who's one of the people leading it, had said that they had gotten information that their last day witness that we haven't seen yet said that Donald Trump called them and they ignored the call.
Oh.
And so that person told their lawyer and the lawyer told the January 6th hearing committee.
I heard
and
this.
So Liz Cheney is like, yo, we heard what you did. Witness tampering is a crime. You need to fall back.
So, all right, Jen, because a lot of this is like, okay, damn near got him, but you don't. What's gonna like? What do we expect to happen?
That's
How's
the
he gonna
problem.
wiggle out of
Because he hasn't said a word. He hasn't shown up to anything. He doesn't go
And
to
so
anything.
they're saying like, yo, because I've been saying this in the beginning. Why don't they ask Mike Pence? You know what I mean? Like, They haven't made him a witness. They haven't made Donald Trump a witness. Giuliani and them. So they've been talking on news that possibly might be trying to subpoena Pence and Trump. I don't know how far that would get, but it's so much evidence, and it's like, once again, why do we even need evidence for what we saw happen in real life?
Yeah.
We all
Because
know.
he's good at words.
Yes.
He says just enough to be in the clear.
Be like, I didn't tell him to really go in there and hit people.
Right. There's no smoking gun. Like, even the they're not here to hurt me. That's just a matter of how it's said. Oh, it's okay. I know they have stuff. They're not going to do anything to me. They're not here to hurt me. It could be, he just meant it like that.
Yeah.
You know. So the guy's good. He knows what he's doing.
So apparently there's different, like we talked about before, like the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, different like
Groups,
little
fascists.
gangs, right? Little white supremacist gangs. And in this situation, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
But they all banded together
For this
for
common
this common cause. So they're like, yo, how did they even organize that if they don't bang with each other like that?
Yeah.
And so now they're trying to find out what's this underground like system that they use to communicate, because no one else didn't see this coming.
But even then, like, you still can't tie it to Trump. Like, you're gonna have a hard time.
So they had a couple of the guys who were part of those two groups testify. There was one guy, a British guy, who also saw something was happening. So he was recording a documentary on it, but he infiltrated one of the sides as if he was one of them. So he recorded the whole thing from the inside. Okay. So he was one of the first witnesses. It's been wild. I'm like, this is real life in America, and I'm like, the fact that no one's really talking about it that I know, as much as we should be, lets me know that it's kind of going over a few people's heads. So I was like, let me just try to break it down real quick.
But that's where I get like discouraged, because say I follow it, say I'm paying attention to everything.
And you do all that and nothing happens to him.
What's the incentive for me to pay attention the next time they try to nail this guy? Like, I've already seen how cunning he is. He understands the system.
And everybody's like, yo, we just don't want him to run in 2024 because he divides the country so much. Just make it so he can't run again. That's it. That's all we're asking. Just make it so he can't run again.
Where's the incentive for anybody to do that?
Where's the problem?
Well, where's the incentive?
I know. That's what I'm saying. So
you're going to piss off people. You mean he can't? Why can't he run?
Legit, today Joe Biden came to Rhode Island. To Somerset, Mass, but he landed in Rhode Island, the airport. And so they had on the news, like, yeah, the president was here. And there was a crowd of people. Most of them are really against him. And one lady was like, yeah, I came here to tell President Biden he's not my president. He wasn't here even trying to, like, campaign. He was talking about, like, wind turbines.
Which a lot of them are popping up.
Yeah, so they're making what used to be, like, a coal farm in Somerset into a wind farm. And he came to talk there. This has nothing to do with anything. I came to let him know he's not my president. Why?
Why?
He is, though. He is your president, actually.
Dummy.
I need you to understand that he is your president.
But there were a lot of people when Trump was in office.
I was going to say, not a president.
He was.
Yeah.
He still was.
He was. Yeah. But we didn't go to places Trump was at and travel just to tell Trump.
We didn't, but people did.
That's wild.
Yeah, people did.
Guys, let's not, please.
That's why I don't bother, man. Because, like, all right, what are we really doing? What are we doing? If the guy didn't outwardly say, do this, we know he's not going to get jail time. We know, and I don't think, but I was been wrong mad times, he's not going to get another term. So even if they don't tell him, hey, you can't, I doubt he'll win a second.
I doubted he was going to win the first time, so I can't.
But then the problem is, who have we seen brought up as the next candidate? I don't know any names.
On either side, no.
Election's coming up when? Next year?
2 years.
2 years. Oh, it's been only 2 years? This is a long run for this guy, Joe Biden.
Yeah, and then Kamala, like, geez.
Just
I saw
stay not talking, you.
Somebody
lady.
said, where's she at? She got a BBL?
And again,
I did exactly what Darren's doing right now.
And that lends to the frustration, right? Because we fought hard to get y'all in. It was hard to get you guys in office. We had to deal with all this racism and all this other stuff to get y'all.
And you're not doing a thing.
We retweeted, oh, we did it, Joe, mad times. We were expecting, and then,
And then you were just like, oh, well.
Hey, man, I'm going to go ride this bike.
Knowing that she ran for president. Imagine she was president.
So all these people who reluctantly voted for you, and this is the result. What did...
Yeah. Yeah, very underwhelming.
See, I don't watch politics. I can't. Where's the like? There's no. It doesn't make more sense the more you watch it. You know what I'm saying? You just end up more confused.
It's kind of like yesterday when I looked up 1,000 ones, like dollar bills.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed a picture,
Wait.
and I ended up on an eBay post where somebody's selling 1,000 $1 bills brick from the bank from 2009 for $2,200.
I'm confused.
What?
They were selling 1,000 ones for $22.95.
Is there a reason?
Why do I? Okay.
Can you get 1,000 ones from the bank still?
Yeah. It was an unopened, unsealed pack of ones. So you robbed the bank and you want me to take your serial number? Are you crazy? And they had the nerve to charge 18 something for shipping.
You bitch. You just take it out that stack, man.
Priority shipping. I'm gonna send 1,000 ones in priority ship. You can't ship money.
Can I ask you why you were looking for an image of 1,000 ones?
Sure. I was looking at some local news this week, and as we briefly spoke on earlier, Cadillac Lounge, the strip club, was robbed.
Damn, homie.
And supposedly the robber took, so the manager was counting money, had $3,500 in his hand. Supposedly the robber snatched the $3,500 and then told him open up the safe, but they have multiple safes. And they said, no, not that safe, the other safe. And they opened it up and they had a bunch of ones in there, $22,000 worth he took. And so I was like,
that's mad heavy. You gotta, what?
We were talking about it at work. I'm like, 22,000, well, 25,000 ones is a lot. It's a lot. Like, do people not know what ones look like?
Because I've held at least $600-700 in ones.
It's a lot.
And it's
a lot.
You get clumsy. You're just like, whoa.
Hey. You feel like you got titties in your hand.
Yeah, hey, bro, take this, take that stack, take that 100, take that 100. Damn.
25,000.
So you have to sack it.
That's what I said. I said to him, he's in and Cadillac Lounge is on Charles Street. So I'm like, so he's got a Santa sack full of ones on Charles Street. I'm like, this sounds like cap. I don't even use that term, but I said it then. I said, that sounds like cap, mad peas. And so I'm following the story throughout the day or two that was going on. And so the manager, let's start there, 83 years old.
Manager.
So he was the one who was counting the 35.
How old again?
You backwards. Well, now you're 39, so you backwards.
Me back.
83.
Oh.
That is...
The year we were born.
Wow.
Which means he was born in 39, right?
Hey, you got that.
Yo.
You got that. You got that, my G, because I don't even know what you just did. What was that? What was that?
I'm not sure.
I'm probably wrong.
Did she think? I didn't think.
I'm not sure.
I'm probably wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong.
Oh, my God. That was crazy. I'm not even questioning.
If you are right somehow, I'm going to leave.
Let's see.
Yeah. He was born in 1939.
How? How? Even she's surprised at herself.
Oh,
Yo, Bim, an 89-year-old.
No, 83-year-old.
83-year-old
was born in
39.
I'm
The same age that we are, and we're born in 83. That can't always happen. That can't be a formula somehow. And I don't know. I'm okay ending it here.
It's too much math. I'm shutting down. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
What the
This is
hell?
like one of those like chain messages. If you take your age and you subtract it from today's year,
for real. You know the manager of Caddy.
Wait, all right, so I'm doing a 30-year-old. In 2022, a 30-year-old was born in 1992. So what, a 92-year-old be born in 1930? Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely. It works.
All right, cool.
I don't know. Darren, am I okay?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Ow.
It hurts, right? How do we stumble upon this vortex
Because
of
he want to
math?
ask me why I looked up ones on eBay, so I'm telling him how I
It's
got
all
there.
his fault.
The guy. They caught the guy.
So
Did
they did catch him. He tried to stash the money on the railroad tracks. He was
What
going to
an
come back for it.
Oh.
So he actually works at the strip club.
There's
Which is
so
why
many
course.
bums that
That's
live
why he
on
knew
those-
it's safe.
That's why I said cap. But he put on one of those, he's a black man. He put on one of those full face masks that go over your head onto your neck. So he looked like a white man with like a disguise on.
But
He put
guys-
disguise upon disguise. So the guy's like, this 83-year-old's like, I don't know him because he got a mask on. But then they must have figured like, hold on, who was off today? Oh, shoot.
there's not
He's
but
about the
three of
same
us.
height.
If he said anything.
Yeah, if he said anything that listen.
Yeah, just not that safe. Not safe, Robert.
So they caught him. But so yeah, I was looking up what 1,000 ones looks like times 25.
That's valid. That's valid.
That's how I got there.
So was there anything, the money in question about how much he actually took?
I guess they just stuck with the number they had said, 25, about 25.
Because if I'm the manager, oh my God, I got robbed. I'm padding these pockets, baby.
Oh my God.
I'm too old to be working here. I'm padding these pockets.
And so, the funny thing about that, you ever notice next to Cadillac Lounge there's a sign that says Dickshappy? I think it's like vintage cars. And I've always seen that and gone, is that like just somebody being funny and it's trying to say Dick's happy? Because if you shift the S.
Oh, okay.
All the time I driven by, I never even looked at it like that.
Not
I
once.
just saw the cars, never knew what they were.
I always said, is that like, you know what I mean? Because you're next to a strip club, Dick's happy, Dick's shappy, Dick's happy. I'm like, haha, you think you're funny.
Put any of this on the radio?
What do you say?
Yeah, of course, a few beeps. You got it.
Yeah, you can't put that. This is a local conversation. I don't need people coming for me.
Anyway, he in jail. You good. Maybe
I don't need Dick's happy people coming.
that one.
I don't need
The
nobody.
old man coming for you.
Nobody. I don't need nobody. The strippers. I don't need nobody coming for me. All right.
What she say about?
I'm just telling a story as I seen it on the news. And turns out the owner of Cadillac Lounge is Dickshappy. That's a real name.
Oh, really? So that's his lot. He got.
That's his.
That's what's up.
I saw it in the article. I said, "Oh shit!"
Wow. Full circle.
I said, Dickshappy's a real person.
Wow.
And he has a strip club. Why he does Dick? Never mind.
I was gonna say, why don't he just go by Richard Shappy?
Oh,
It's not as fun.
yeah.
Not as memorable.
You just need to strip club Dick's happy.
You can't. That's too vulgar.
Yeah.
It's a Cadillac Lounge.
All right, cool.
But next to it is a lounge of Cadillacs.
Ooh.
I'm good to go. My tank is full.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I'm all set. I don't know.
What we got going on this weekend? Anything? I'm tired still. I'm so tired.
I'm going to see D.L. Hughley.
This weekend?
Oh yay!
Stop it.
Yeah. And then the Loud Session Brunch is this weekend.
Wait, DL is at
Comedy Connection.
Back at the Connection. Didn't we all see him?
I believe we did.
Yeah. Oh,
That's when we first saw Clint Coley.
Shout out Clint. Is he the originator of the Hoochie Daddy?
Yes.
I hope you can't even get nothing off of that.
No,
huh?
and that's, so we post about that a lot. People got songs named Hoochie Daddy Shorts. He's like, I can't get no credit.
So here's the thing, right? A lot of stuff comes to us, and I'm talking, yes, black people are great, blah, 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 blah. But a lot of things will come to you that's like fly, like Baby, Cash Money, and all of them with the bling bling. Mm-hmm. And it's just because of how we are. We just, we know so-and-so came up with that. We know the origin. Mm-hmm. But then we don't, because it's just culture to come up with fly stuff, nicknames, da-da-da. You don't think about, let me copyright this name moment, or let me trademark this thing as it's starting to bubble.
I think I even said it on the pod just so we could give him credit when it blows up.
Yeah, because that's all I hear on vacation. Oh, you got some Hoochie Daddies on?
Shorts.
Somebody had made a jersey. He reposted that. Like,
damn.
Somebody made a song.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's true. Mm-hmm.
And it's not even like, okay, getting bread would be dope, but that's kind of harder to maneuver. But at least, like, if you print shirts and say, damn, put his name under the thing or something, little initials. Something.
CC, something.
Yeah. Damn. We just give, man. Oh, what about you, Darren?
Not much this weekend. Hopefully, making some really good progress on our kitchen.
Where are we? Talk to me. Talk to me. I want to see it. I just want to see it.
Floors are done.
Nice.
The walls are all plastered, ready for paint.
Let's go.
We got the word that cabinets will be in this weekend.
It's like HGTV,
Thank
but
you.
real life.
Oh, when cabinets start coming in, it starts to feel real.
Yes.
We're at the finish line.
Because if the cabinets come in late, then it's a problem.
Yes,
always a
it's
problem.
always a problem. Yeah. Actually, our island though is late. It's coming in August, which like hurts the most because that's where the sink is.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So literally, right now we have no stove, we have no sink. Our fridge is in the boys' room. Our microwave is right next to the fridge. Our stove is in the garage. I can't hook it back up because since the floors got done, all that got patched. Yeah. So we are a little hurting for a little bit, but we'll make it do. But yeah, hopefully this weekend we get some real good progress. The appliances come on the 22nd.
Oh my!
I believe that's Friday.
Oh me! Oh my!
So if we can get
That is
the
this
paint
Friday.
on the walls and some cabinets in, we could potentially have a fridge and a stove.
That's exciting.
But you know, I'm not.
What are you gonna do with the old appliances?
Sell them.
Hell yeah, make some of that money back.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. So that's my weekend. Is that. You got anything coming up this weekend? You too?
I'm actually gonna hit the Loud Session brunch.
I'm gonna go with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
shout out to the whole Loud Session crew.
Yay.
We out here, cuh.
Yay.
Yeah, go mess with some good people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I think there's a hot air balloon thing going on that
Like you have to get on it, or you just watch it.
depends on what the wife wants to do.
Oh.
I'm fine with it. Whatever.
Sorry, guys.
I do want to circle back
Circle
before
back.
we last 200th. No, after. Was it after? Yeah. We went to celebrate my birthday.
Oh,
at
yes.
The beach. So I want to thank-
Oh,
That happens.
yeah, I want to thank everybody that came out and celebrated with me on that Saturday. And on that Sunday, we had a graduation party for Alexis, who is going off to college
so exciting.
this weekend. That's what's happening this weekend. We're bringing Lexi to college.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she goes in TD on Sunday.
TD?
Yeah.
Why did I not know she was in TD?
I just found out today too.
Oh, I thought I told you guys.
Darren, you don't say nothing.
I'm sorry.
Because you was this a jealousy thing or like?
It is jealousy. Actually, guys.
I wasn't into TV either.
Did I send you the? Yeah, I did. At the graduation party.
You put it in the chat.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta look at stuff more.
Oh, you didn't see? I thought
No.
you did.
I was like, man, you
Darren,
said
he's
it's a
stupid.
thing, man.
He's stupid.
So stupid.
I am.
You're so stupid. So, for people who have listened to the pod from the beginning, know that my two friends here are URI alums, and they enjoy more than anything in life singing the URI fight song.
It's a good song.
And I was so happy to pull Alexis aside and I said, "Hey, do you know the URI fight song yet?" And she was like, "Yeah, I think so." And I'm like, No. Like, how's it go? And she was like, and I was like, perfect. Don't move.
He quizzed her. You're not gonna embarrass
You're
me
not gonna embarrass
in front of my friends, okay? They know the song. Know the song.
Exactly. I was like, I'm not gonna put you on the spot for you to go. Ah! No.
My God.
So I didn't tell Clara I was doing this. I didn't tell Bim, so I pulled Bim. I said, stand here and don't move. And he's like, okay. I called Alexis, stand here and don't move. Jen, come with me. Jen was like, no, I'm eating my food. I'm like, put the food
I
down.
just got my food. Yo, Val's mom made this pasta. This shit was slapping.
It was so good.
It was slapping.
It
I
was-
was like in that, like, Darren, I don't know what you want to put my plate down for,
So good.
but I just started eating, fam.
I'm like, I'm putting my arm next to Jen, like, try to politely, come on, take my arm and let's walk.
No.
She's like, no. And I'm like, Jen, like, no, come on. Like, you don't get it. This is
I don't
history
get
right
it.
now.
I said, what's more important than my plate right now?
I
Jen
said,
was
come on,
so
Jen.
clueless. She had no idea.
I pulled her with her plate. And then the music was like, I have to go turn on the music. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm getting more annoyed.
I tell Clarabo, record, don't move. Hit record, watch this. And I'm like, okay, do it. And Bim gets it. He said, oh, okay, cool. Why did you shut up? Okay.
Oh, oof.
And so I say, okay, Bim got the cue. Now I can let this happen organically. I can watch it happen. And Bim goes to Jen, come on, you know the song. and Jen's like, what song? And Bim goes, oh. And Jen goes, oh. Alexis in the middle, like, it was, listeners, it was a magical moment. I put the video in the chat, please. I know I'm really good at saying, I want to post it up, and I never do. Please post this up by Friday. I'll try to remind you guys.
Oof.
And then my friends and my daughter,
I said, this is worth me not eating my food right now.
Absolutely.
they sang the the You're Right fight song. It brought so much glee to my heart. I don't hate this song, but I don't like it because I don't know it.
Yeah.
But watching you three,
That was so much fun.
I was very proud.
I was
of it.
happy I came to the party.
Very proud in that
Right.
moment.
As a father, I can imagine. And I don't know if it was probably the day after she was born. I went to the hospital.
Yes.
So now I'm standing next to this young lady
That is
who
crazy.
I saw right as she was
Yeah.
born. And we're singing the fight song from my alma mater. Man,
It was so good.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
so
It doesn't
good.
get much better
Could you
than
could
that.
you imagine when we were going to URI, our dad's like two friends
are you kidding me?
singing the song with us?
Are you kidding me?
Because we learned it at like orientation, and then that's it.
Yes.
It doesn't get sang again.
Yes.
So we're like, all right, it's cool. That's nice. We know that song. And you can't forget it because they sang it so much at orientation.
cannot.
We didn't sing it probably for 15 years before we came here to this pod. It was
That
like
is true.
the
And it
song.
kicked right
That is
in.
true.
And you can't forget it.
Matter of fact, there was other alums there who were also
Yeah.
singing along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, why didn't you call us?
Yeah, I was like, it's not about you. It's about my pod friends and my daughter.
Elena's like, what about
Podcast
me?
over everything. That's right, Elena.
I was like, it's not about you. Like, move. Take you and your son and
Darren
move.
is mad funny. yo.
Elena's like, if I didn't have this baby here.
Honestly, in my head, no one else existed except for you three.
Oh.
Like, no one else. Helena, Gino, anybody else who was there who went to your right, it wasn't even a consideration.
That's funny. I totally forgot there was other alum there. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but you're all right. I heard other voices like, she's not you.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're ruining it.
You're ruining
You're ruining it.
So hopefully this weekend that video goes up and sees the light of day because it is awesome. I watched it a couple different times and I smile like an idiot every
Yes,
time.
I definitely watched it and was like, oh my God.
What a moment, man.
Oh my God.
What a moment.
So I do thank everybody for coming out. There's been people that have given her money and support. Bim, thank you very much. I
come on
forgot
now.
the amount, but you gave her a good
It's
chunk.
Unk, man. Come on, we
Amen.
here.
I super
We
appreciate
here.
it, Jen, as well. And just she's rolling into this adventure, and I'm super excited for her. I'm super proud of her. Like you know, like,
She excited?
She's getting there. Yeah, she's getting there. So now I'm like, I want her to have fun. So I'm like, hey, you're the one with the car, so you got to be careful. You know, bring a bathing suit because you got to go to the beach and party. I'm trying to tell her like have fun, like loosen up. Like,
Well, tell
not too
us,
much fun.
settle in for
Because
Yeah.
URI is.
and not even just you, all right. The first, because I saw it, the first
Freshman,
couple weeks of
freshman.
TD, because this is new to a lot of people. Oh my goodness, I'm by myself, and we can just kind of
do what we
whatever.
want.
You still there's work that you got to do during TD. So there's a lot
Yes.
of people that didn't even make it through.
Wait, so when did you do TD?
My sophomore year. So I did a year at URI. I mean, at
CCRI.
CCRI, and then entered the program, the TD program.
Oh,
after
that's
that.
smart.
Oh, wow.
So I-
Damn, you
I
saved
was
all
ahead.
the monies.
Yeah, you saved some good money there.
Sheesh. This guy had a plan.
Yeah.
Well, no, I really kind of fell into it, but
Yeah,
Well,
either
I'm
way, it
glad.
worked out. Yeah.
sure did.
And they're saying that a lot of times, you know, it's free to go to CCR right now
Yeah.
for kids.
the
so
associates,
yeah.
do that 2 years and
Yeah.
then move over to. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, you went to CCR, right?
Doesn't
It
matter.
is.
Yeah.
You got one diploma
Yeah, don't matter.
from where you finished. They don't care where you
They don't
started.
care where you
Nope.
started.
And your homies you graduate at the same time with less debt.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, Bim
Indeed,
beat us.
indeed.
Bim won.
Not really. We
Been
still
more
here
college.
together. We still in the same place.
Nah, I got student loans. You don't.
Crabs in a barrel. Shows. I know we just talked about Miss Marvel really quick. That's all right.
There was,
Yeah, I'm behind on everything. I gotta catch up.
Big Brother started in the challenge. Big Brother kind of irritated me the first week because I used to always say it's like a human experiment, right? So in the house, this season they have a bunch of people, and just like any reality show, they're just attractive people, different types, all colors, blah 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 blah. So this black girl named Taylor, she was a pageant queen. She was like Miss Michigan or something. Very pretty girl. Pageant. She walks, you know, that way and such. So this other girl in the house started this thing like she's not a girl's girl. She doesn't hang out with us girls. She just goes and hangs out with the boys because she wants to get their attention, and we don't like that. Us girls don't like that. And she like created this energy around everyone when they were like, yeah, she's not one of us. This girl has no idea this is going on.
Yo, I saw, and sorry to interrupt. Me and the wife just saw an episode of Hell's Kitchen, with, like the previous season, where that same thing happened, where one girl said something and interpreted an action and
Yes.
put it in the head of the other
everybody
women.
else. Yes.
What is going on?
And I was watching it getting so irritated. 'Cause I'm like, this girl literally did nothing to nobody. She's like playing pool with the guys.
Yeah.
It's like literally I could see myself being her. Not that I'm trying to get the guys' attention.
Is this where you naturally go?
I can hang out with anybody. I can hang out with the guys. I can hang out with the girls, and I'm not gonna pit people against each other, right? So this girl, same thing. She's not pitting people. So then the girl who started this rumor, she's like, when the girl was in the room, she was like, you know what? The guys are gonna come after us. The guys are gonna come after us. Hey, Taylor, since you've been with the guys, have they been saying they're coming
Stop
after
it.
us? And the guys haven't been saying they're coming after the girls. So the girl says, no, I haven't heard anything. So then when the girl leaves, now she's telling the girl, see, she's not on our side.
Oh
She
my
didn't tell
God.
us anything.
Yeah, nah.
The girl goes to the guys. She's like, hey, I know you guys ain't doing nothing, but they think you're plotting on them. So, you know, just kind of try to smooth that out. Instead, the black dude goes to the other girl and goes, she told me that, yo, this season has been stressing me out. I'm like, these people are the worst players I've ever seen.
I can't do this.
It was really bad. That week was really bad. And at the end, they ended up putting the black girl on the block. You know, they wanted to, now everybody in the house wants her out the house. She has no idea.
Which one? The one that
The pageant queen. Now everybody wants her out the house all of a sudden.
Oh wow.
So they backdoor her. She's supposed to leave, but then turns out the girl who started the whole rumor said that she's having mental health issues, and she ends up going home, so nobody gets kicked out. It was such a weird week.
All that wahala for you to just be because your own problem.
You would cause anxiety for yourself, and then you didn't sleep, so now you're going home. It was a wild week. It really stressed me out.
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I was like, this is why my friends won't watch this.
It's right there, episode. Jen, you suck.
You dirty bastard.
Still watching Seeking Sister Wives? They're still crazy.
Ah, man.
Yeah, it's
Could
wild.
have been watched that.
Oh, no. Not the...
Damn it.
Yeah, there was... Yeah, you could watch it on the cruise.
I could have.
Darren?
I know.
Sorry, guys. I'm like evil human. But, yeah, the one with the guy that we were talking about, the hero. They're trying to add the third girl. And so they decided to go on a trip. And the girls all got matching pajamas.
All right.
All three of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The two that's been there, the two wives that are married to each other, got it for the third girl. And so like, we thought it'd be cute because if you had matching pajamas.
So if I don't know if we mentioned it, the guy is black, the
Yeah.
two women are white.
And now they're adding a third woman who's also white.
No.
Hey man, you know, if it ain't broke,
Don't fix it. And he's the stay-at-home dad. And they are the breadwinners in their words. And he's their trophy husband.
and the child in the house
Is not his son.
is not his son.
And is about 16 years old.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And he don't work, you said, right?
No,
Okay.
stay-at-home dad. He's very much scamming these women. It's whatever.
Hey.
And however you win. If you win, then however you win don't matter.
And if those women are for real happy,
And they look so happy.
they figured it out.
They look so happy because they're like, yo, he's a lot. He says himself, one woman can't satisfy me. So he's like, there's plenty of me to go around. And these women are like, yeah, I get, yeah, he's plenty. He's very good at helicoptering his love. That's what they said. Yeah, I mean, and
Sounds like he's coming on all of them or something.
Well,
you know what's funny? There was one episode where they played Never Have I Ever, and it was Never Have I Ever faked an orgasm, and then he took a shot, and they were like, how? And then so one girl, that means he has faked an orgasm if he took the shot.
Okay.
So the girl was like, you haven't done it with any of us, have you? He's like, no. I'm like,
Liar. What a liar.
Lies.
What a liar. What a
You
liar.
gotta say, no, never mind.
I said, sir. I said, sir. So they were like, well, how do you do it? He's like, I'll be from behind and I'll just like squirt lotion on their back.
Guy, my guy. There's so many.
This is on television, guys.
I don't know if he's.
On the channel that used to be the Learning Channel.
I'm not watching any of this.
I don't know if he's like winning or.
We've determined that. That's how we have to see
Yeah,
it. Because
He's winning
otherwise,
in a weird way. He's winning in a way that we wouldn't find honorable.
Yeah, I wouldn't be proud of.
it wouldn't be
him.
a win for me.
I wouldn't be on TV not like proud of. Like he can't have friends.
But if you're like, hey, I don't want to work. I want to sleep with as many women as I want.
hey,
Yeah.
If that's your goal, then.
there's a woman who fell for this.
3 women.
3.
Like no, fell for the whole motion on the back.
Apparently.
Well,
Darren was a little delayed on that one, huh?
Because I'm like, how do I formulate? I'm like,
He
can
probably had a
you
pump
really?
bottle.
But as if you can't hear.
Oh, got your hair. Sorry.
She's like, damn, that shit smells good.
Get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And well, shout out my nigga Gucci.
You guys know how Rhode Islanders don't like change?
We don't like it at all.
It's not our thing, right?
No.
And so, did I ever talk about the exit numbers here?
Yes.
I saw a sign.
Oh, it changed the Boston. Oh, it changed the Boston already.
Yeah, so every interstate in the country is supposed to now follow the mile marker exit numbers convention. And this was a thing from like 2-3 years ago. I just need you to know that.
They started changing a few exits
Yes.
before, like 295.
Yeah.
They changed exits.
So even before this, they had said it. And I remember saying to, I think I said to Darren, I was like, they're going to do 95 last because people in Rhode Island are. We are
They're
us.
not for it.
So like they got to start somewhere small. So they did 146. The 295, even 295 was a little stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit
A
stressful.
little bit. It's right there.
Because it
A
went
little
from
bit.
9 to 22. Like what?
Hey,
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
It
Is this my house still?
absolutely-
Do I still live here?
It absolutely used to be 9 and is now 22.
This is so dumb. What do you want? You guys have nothing better to do?
And I said 95 is gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a whole problem.
And so now they must be hitting the end of the time frame
Oh,
because
boy.
this is a federally mandated thing. We have to do it. And they even said in an article they're like, we're only doing it because we're trying to be in compliance, guys. Please.
Oh my god.
Really don't
So-
like to change nothing.
Yeah. So
Did
95.
you like change?
Just it happens, man. It's
It
life.
happens. It's
brother.
life, baby.
What caterpillar stay a caterpillar forever?
I mean,
You
talk
gotta
that
you
talk.
gotta evolve, brother.
Butterfly
You gotta evolve.
Because
man.
when you really think about it, what they're doing makes sense.
Yes.
It makes so much sense.
We can't just leave it because
I
that's how we
don't
always
want
did
it to make sense.
18
I want
is
it to be
18.
familiar.
18 is 18, but no, that doesn't make sense because there's no 17, and then coming the other way is no 19. We
You're
gotta
right, you're
we gotta
right.
figure it out.
It makes perfect sense to me.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
There's 12A and 12B, but there's no
There's no 13 on that side.
We gotta-
13's
There's no
over
13
there.
on that
And there's no
side.
12 on that side
there's
either.
no 12 on that side.
But it makes sense to me.
And 11 goes
gotta
on the
leave.
left.
We gotta leave it better for our children. It has to make sense for our children.
It has to make sense.
Okay.
It's like the metric system fight. If we would have changed to the metric system years ago,
We already would have been
be
comfortable.
places. We would have.
Now here I am trying to figure out milliliters and whatever liters for gas. I don't know. Let it happen, man.
It's $10 for a
You
liter
know
of
how many,
gas. Is that
You know
good?
how many feet
or-
are in a mile? 5,280. That is such an ugly number.
But kilometers though.
Kilometers is 1,000 meters. It's so neat.
Why does she know that?
It's in the name. Kilo is
Kilo. I was
1,000.
gonna say kilo, and I was like, but I don't know what the
1,000
kilo
That's
means.
it. I don't know.
Because of the math I had to take. We had to know all those little things.
Kilometers.
Ayy.
Kilometers.
Like deci actually means 10. So decimeters is 10 meters.
If you say so.
Decimal system of 10.
Speaking
0
of
to
random
9.
facts, you know why? You know,
Don't roll your eyes,
you know
man.
why they 295? You know why they call it 295 or
Because it's the first number is whether it's north or south or east and west.
no? Is
and
it?
something like that. Yeah.
I
If it's
thought-
like even or odd.
I thought. Oh yeah, maybe that.
So 0 is still an even number.
Sure.
And then I think if it's the last number is like odd, then it's like something else.
I learned the first number is how many points it has intersecting the main highway. So 295 joins 95 at 2 points.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
No, then what does 895 do?
I don't know. Is it 895?
What about 495?
495 joins at 4 different points.
To 95 stuff? Or to 95? Oh, interesting.
No, not to 295, but to 95.
290.
Yeah.
2
Yeah, it's like 195 only branches off 95 in one spot.
Yeah.
295 does it in 2 spots.
Which is why
495
195 is terrible.
I hate 195.
You know they had to shut it down when the president came today? Like legit.
195?
You couldn't get on or off it
But why?
In this
Because-
weather, so
because
people
of-
are hot and in traffic?
because of the motorcade.
Damn.
One of the Trump supporters I knew, she was like, well, I don't know how many fossil fuels he took to get here,
Oh my God.
but he's talking about climate change. I said, these people are nuts. You wanted him to take a horse here? Did you take a horse here to tell him that? Did you drive your vehicle here, ma'am?
You know what's crazy about traveling? Not crazy, but I'm in Mexico where people don't make a lot of money. They're cleaning up after tourists, and they're doing all this stuff with a smile.
on their face.
Friendly as hell, helping me with my Spanish, all of this. And then I come back here and people are just complaining everywhere. How many, what are you talking about? What?
So, anywho. So, yes, they're changing the 95 at the end of this month, guys, which
does
is
it-
in about a week or so. Yes,
Do
there.
you know how like the
The numbers?
numbers
Yeah.
are going to change?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So, you wanna play guessing game?
Oh, no.
So,
Darren, you know you still know where you're going, right? You still know where you're
It doesn't
going.
feel good anymore, Bim.
there's some,
For years, I've been taking exit 16.
Which one's exit 16?
I don't know.
See, I knew it.
16 is the Elmwood.
16 takes you to Cranston.
See?
All right, so what is 16 going to be now, Dare?
16 is the Elmwood Ave exit on South, 95 South.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's probably going to be like 30.
33B.
Oh, bleh, 33B!
It's like a weird bra size. The Broke his headphones.
33B. That's a special bra that I have to make.
Yo, you want to share stories that I can't share, man.
That is a custom bra size.
You definitely got to pay extra for that, bro.
You have to pay extra for no good reason.
I broke the headphones.
It rolled over there. I watched it. You gotta. Victoria's Secret answers the phone when you call like, hello?
Oh.
You want another one? Nah, fam, we don't make 33Bs no more. Get out of here.
Roger. Again. I know.
It's a weird amount of string. I don't know what to tell you.
33B. Yeah, I know.
You said one's bigger than the other. That's why. One's a 32, one's a 34.
Yuck.
You had to do the average.
Oh my god. I thought we were done.
That went way more fun than I thought it'd be. Guessing games are always fun, but that was great.
That was great.
Hey Ben, what extra do you take to go home?
I don't know. This is my house. I just take the turn and I go home. I don't even look. Since they changed it, I don't even bother.
You just look for Plainfield.
Yeah, I just go home.
All right, so the last exit in Rhode Island is the one in Central Falls. It's exit 30.
Right?
So what do you think it'll be now?
I don't even know which way to go now. Well, man, I was just writing this the other day. Pause. So I want to say like 50-ish.
Yeah, higher.
You say higher?
Yeah.
43.
That's it?
That's it. So anyone who doesn't know how this new market system is going to work, the new mile number is the exit number. So if the exit is 30 miles away from the southern border, then it's exit 30.
What a tiny state.
So that means that our state is 43 miles long.
What a tiny, tiny state.
I feel like that's putting,
But that's just 95 straight shot. Yeah, that makes sense.
It
Yeah.
takes not but an hour to get through Rhode Island.
Yeah, so Darren is taking the exit that is 33 miles from the border.
I like it. It makes more sense.
It makes so much sense.
Because I would always look at the mile markers
And
and
I
like,
was
it
like,
doesn't
why does it
correspond
match?
with nothing. Yeah, so you call 911. Yeah, there was an accident there. Exit whatever. Okay, but what mile marker? They ask you what mile.
Oh, they do actually.
They do.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
It's exit 12.
Now you know. Now you gonna know.
I didn't say. I just passed exit 12.
It's past School Street. It's like exit 28. Fam.
Dispatch is not from Rhode Island. They're somewhere else. They have no
Exit
idea
28.
about the Apex
listen.
building or anything.
It's 22B going to Route 6, bruh.
I got rear-ended one time. Pause.
Hey.
As needed. And they were like, all right, where are you? I'm like, I just passed exit 16. It was in Connecticut. And they were like, what mile marker? I was like, what's that?
Yep.
Is that a thing? I don't know. He's getting away. He just drove off.
You see how bad we look when we don't know what to say? We need this.
Yeah, so that's why when I seen it years ago, I was like, this is a good idea. I just know that last step is going to be that last step.
Yeah.
So-
And you add that to all the construction too? Yeah. Man.
So many people that already, if they're in the left lane, they want to exit the last second, they go straight across.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's the same monuments next to it.
True.
It's still the exit next to the mall. Why are you acting like you didn't see it coming?
Oh, it's like when they change the lines a little bit and either make it dotted or dashed. Ooh, what do I do, Darren? Am I allowed to cross over?
If it's a solid line, no. I'm always like, so do nobody know these rules? Like,
People freak out. They freak out.
so good luck, Rhode Island. Please
Bro,
don't
I'm
crash
sorry.
because of this
She's an
nonsense.
idiot, yo. She is an idiot.
So hold on. I'm sorry.
Yes, there.
Where's 33A gonna be?
The Route 10. 33A is right before.
Okay. No.
Yeah, the one that goes
Going
to Reservoir.
south. Oh, okay.
So the closer it is to the southern border, the lower it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be A.
You'll be okay. I promise.
You'll
I
get
just
one.
won't be happy about it.
Well, I'm still gonna call it exit 16.
You know Rhode Island's gonna do that. It's gonna be so ugly.
I don't
Because
care.
we ready-
You know
I
the
don't care.
exit 18 next to the big blue bug?
Yeah.
Speaking of big blue bug.
Therabis.
Fabulous.
Did you see that? One of our classmates from high school had sent it to us. The big blue bug had a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I see.
I feel like I did.
So the big blue bug had a birthday, and They said that the age. What's his name? Nibbles something away. Something Nibbles.
Yo, you ever thought about running for Rhode Island office?
Not even a little bit.
Darren, do you know anybody more roadie than Jen?
Please say yes.
Who?
That's I don't know, but that's not
your mother.
I just do research for the pod, guys. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
No. Jen,
So
Jen knows her thing.
it's a good thing.
His name, no, it's not. His name is.
Hey, if you're really from Rhode Island, where's the best place to get chowder?
You know what's funny? My mother called me and asked me that last week, and I got mad. I said, I don't know where to get chowder. I don't eat seafood. What are you asking me?
See, it can't be a food thing unless it's tenders or something. Yeah.
I don't eat seafood. So why would you ask me where can you get? And she didn't ask for just chowder. She asked for red chowder.
Oh. Who gets red chowder?
Whoa.
I don't even eat seafood, and I know that. Like, come on, fam.
Red chowder.
You want me to tell you where to find?
Right? It's very confusing. Where's the seasoning?
It's funny because she said she didn't feel well, and that's why she wanted it. So
It's
yeah,
not gonna make
You
you
want
feel
a
better,
red
man.
chowder?
because it's like pepper soup.
Not even close.
I don't eat it.
Is
so.
she down there?
She's here, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. So speaking of chowder, I did get asked that question. I got angry. I went to Panera and got her tomato soup and a tuna sandwich. Like that's as good I can
There
get
you
you.
go, hospital food. Wow.
If you put tomato soup plus the tuna, that's chowder. I don't know.
Panera is surprisingly not bad, babe.
Surprisingly,
And I
not
went
bad.
for I had a salad from there that was crazy.
It's certain things though are not good. The pizza is not good. The
No.
flatbread, it's
No.
very not
No
good.
one did that from there.
Certain combinations, you don't think they're gonna work with a salad? Like, I guess I will try this mandarin.
Yeah, that's the one. You kidding me?
You kidding me?
Delicious. So, hey, my bad, Panera. My bad. I just got the wrong thing.
I still haven't tried that $12 chicken sandwich, and I won't.
$12 chicken sandwich.
You know how like everybody, Popeyes, KFC, they all have the chicken sandwich. Panera made one recently, and it's $11.99.
Boo.
I'm not doing
It's not
it.
for you. Y'all ain't even really fast food. Like, you're kind of like in a weird middle space. Come
Like
on.
you just got to drive through, but
Man,
who uses that?
I go in. What do you mean? Yeah, no.
But I order online and pick my stuff up.
Oh, they just leave it in that
That's
section
the only
for you?
place that I do that
You go to Panera at all?
now. Yeah, maybe like once every couple of weeks or so. Or it's,
Damn,
I
man.
never thought I'd be that guy. That's like Starbucks to me.
Oh, there was no episode of P Valley this week. It pissed me off. But moment during the trip that made me very happy. We're in the pool. Hey, you
I've seen
you
it.
wouldn't know if anything. They do games by the pool.
Yeah.
Adults joint.
Yep.
Hot body or you're dancing
Yeah.
or whatever, right? So they asked for 3 volunteers.
Oh boy.
3 guys, 3 girls.
Okay.
Of course, Kay.
Me.
So he goes up there. The first 2 go, and then he's up, and they ask everybody name and where you're from. This guy said, "My name's Ko, and I'm from P Valley." I got so hyped. Now, of course, he did terrible for the dancer. He did terrible. But this man said, "I'm from P Valley," and I don't even know if he recognized the double entendre, because Providence, P Valley. I was like, look at him repping for Chuckalisa, yo. I was hyped. What a great trip. That was so fun. I miss my guys, man. Oh,
I miss your guys too.
oh, goodness. Anything else, guys?
I had seen the story on the news, but like, cause I knew we had nothing to talk about, so I watched a lot of news this week. Trying to,
It's not even fun news.
yeah, just weird stuff that turned fun. But I don't want to talk about this. Some guy bought a pond that's like between a bunch of houses,
What?
and then yeah, he for
You
like,
gonna buy a pond?
for like 1.7 million or something.
What? Ayo.
And then
Ayo.
he let the water levels go down on the pond, and something about he was gonna charge the people that live like around the pond to use the pond. So the people were like, "Nah, fam, put the water back in the pond. We use this like you can't just restrict our pond."
But he can.
He bought it. So
God
now-
hates us.
So the state gets involved and
What?
is like, no, you got to put the water back.
It's a
up.
pond. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Why'd you let me buy it?
Who's selling a pond?
Somebody said I got a bridge in Rhode Island to sell you, and he fell for it.
Darren, you ever heard somebody buying a pond? You can buy a land,
Not
a
at
pond.
all. Not at all.
This thing has fish and stuff in it. Do you own all the fish in a pond? This is crazy.
It's my dug in here.
You know somebody's gonna own air, right? Own a pond?
I've never heard such a thing.
So now the latest headline is the pond owner has filed a lawsuit in federal court. So we'll see how that
They'll
goes.
probably win. Everybody be buying ponds. Buying ponds. Water, water supply. Privately owned.
I'm looking for a pond on my way
buying
home.
the ocean.
Oh,
I'm looking for a pond on my way home.
Elon Musk will buy the ocean. He's really not buying Twitter, huh?
No,
I wouldn't if I was him.
but,
He shouldn't have even
I
said
thought
it.
he was doing it just to get info.
No. So he wanted to buy it, but when they gave him data saying that 90-something% of all the users are real users, that's why he's like, nope, because then how much of the data that they provide to you can you trust? We use Twitter, you kind of use Twitter, but you can tell that there's mad fake accounts,
I block
Russian
accounts
bots.
literally every day.
Yeah, so you gonna tell me somebody that wants to buy your company that 90-something% of the users are real or active users? Nah, fam.
You're a liar.
You're a liar. That's you want that.
But when he was saying he was buying it for the $44 billion, the story was that he was going to let Trump back on it.
No.
And so,
Well, not specifically.
but that was one of the things that he said, like he wanted to be free speech, and so Trump could get back on it, but whatever. That was the thing. And so I think with this hearing, that also made him go, you know what, let me not, because seeing in real time them showing what was going on, in the hearing, they're showing the videos, the people, and it's like, whoa. Even if you didn't know what went on, if you watched, you'd be like, eesh. He might have been like, you know what, let me stay out of this.
You mean Musk?
Yeah.
He don't care about the Trump thing.
No, he don't. But everything around it, it's a lot.
Well, so his thing, because he really did want, because as much as we love Twitter, it's underutilized compared to the other social media platforms,
Absolutely.
right? So it's the text component that we're drawn to, but then outside of that, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
So he probably has some ill ideas of how to make it more, bring more people back to Twitter.
Right.
But that would have been a byproduct of it, because you got to open it up. People
Yes.
get their accounts banned for just expressing their opinion,
Yeah.
whether it be on BBLs or politics. Both things can get you banned.
So if you're looking at this thing where they're saying that these people who stormed the Capitol formed this group based on Twitter, and now there's kind of like a little controversy, like did the people at the head of Twitter allow this? Because they didn't ban him for like a week or so after.
Because it's a slippery slope.
It's
yo.
a very right. So now they had somebody from a former employee of Twitter even testified about what was going on that day, and in the so it's kind of like it was like literally right after that testimony where they said he pulled out. So I feel like this had something to do with it.
Yeah, if anything, probably small, but he care about money at the end of the day, and I really think he cares about, because you got automobiles. They're gonna get into gaming a little bit more with Tesla and add like 100 and something games to the car for people to play. So he just wants to take stuff and make it ill. Mm-hmm. Zuckerberg got Facebook. Zuckerberg got Instagram. Snap is really for the kids, but that's over there. What other big thing can he buy? Twitter. Bezos has Amazon and books, ebooks, and all of that. He wants something else that's in that realm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Trump already has his other platform anyways where people do this stuff.
He's still, but he's not hitting as many people as when he was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. But when you start talking about what people can and can't say, if you do it for that side, you got to do it for the other side.
Yeah. So
it's tough, man. It's tough.
Do you know anything about Discord servers, man?
Discord?
Yeah.
What's that?
I've seen it. It's confusing to me a little bit.
It is. Yeah. I've been meaning to look into it, but I suppose like you kind of create your own world, so to say, and you invite people to take a part in it.
Yeah, our listeners are not that savvy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I'm absolutely.
But that would be ill though, because just like the Reddit, the subreddits, and all of that, deeper conversation on topics. I like it.
If you're not doing so, make sure you follow us on social media platforms.
Duh.
Instagram, PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle.
Even though we don't ever tweet, we should tweet more.
We should tweet a lot more. I'll try to do that, but it won't work out well. Because I have random thoughts, and I'm like, nah, this shouldn't see the light of day. And
They'll never know which one of us did it.
So, good point. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at The Please This Podcast. On YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe and share our YouTube clips with your friends and family. Well, not your family, but your friends at least. Shout out to we have again catch us blah, 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 blah. Catch us Mondays at 1 p.m. on WBRU 101.1 FM. Shout out to Franchise and the crew. Also shout out to Christina and the Midday Spark Up. You can hear that on Tuesdays at 12 o'clock on also WBRU 101.1 FM.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of, I can't believe I didn't bring this up. We were talking about Twitter and things. I'm distraught that Desus Mero are seemingly broken up.
No?
Well, not in a bad way.
I don't think it's in a good way.
They were just together at the MLB All-Star.
Yeah, I feel like right after that is when whatever happened. There was like a tweet, and Mero was like, "Yo, I looked up and he was somewhere else." And then Desus tweeted after that, was like, "I'm coming home, guys. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine." And Mero was like, "Nah." And then after that is when Showtime tweeted they've separated. And
But that wouldn't have been like, because isn't that something that you would? Because this is their 4th season with Showtime doing their show, right? Mm-hmm. So that would have had to been in like negotiation prior.
I feel like something happened, but I don't know what happened. But what I'm saying is, it sounds like whatever it is, it's personal.
I thought it was amicable because I know that like Desus was doing the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
filling in for
that's one of
Fallon.
the things that made me kind of like go, wait, what? Because he had posted that he's gonna fill in for Kimmel, right? Or is it Fallon?
One of the white guys. Yeah.
One of the Jimmys. That would have worked too, but whatever. And I just saw his name, and I reposted my story. I remember thinking, why is it just him? Because they usually do that show together. And I had been talking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and he was telling me how the podcast hasn't been on for a while.
Yeah.
And they had always said they would continue the podcast forever. And so we were talking about how that's weird. And then, so all this, I'm like,
But as you grow and more opportunities start to come, you can't always be joined at the hip.
Yeah.
So it makes it tough. Like, say this one wants to do movies and all of that, but we got to do this and this together, and I can't go over there and do that. You know, it's tough. Got to grow the brand.
I wish them the best, and I hope they can reconcile. Reconcile? Thank you.
A lot of classic
Their
moments
friendship.
and that stuff.
At the very least.
At the very least, yeah. Remain friends.
Because that's what's more important at the end of the day. To me, at least. Friends.
So we can't break up?
How many of us have them? Now, we can, if we stop recording or stop doing, as long as we stay friends, okay.
Oh, okay.
You're locked in. For life, cuh.
Darren's going to try to be the Lauryn Hill. You know that now you said that.
It could all be so simple.
Darren ain't going nowhere. I'm going to find you.
Ooh, diva.
Put a tracker in one of them dreads. You don't know which one.
Listen, we're very excited. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
You can tease.
Tease. Not
Okay.
Nothing
details.
specific.
Yeah. We finally have an idea of how we want to celebrate our 200th episode. That won't happen on 200. But
Can we not call it a celebration of 200?
okay,
Just
we
like
call it whatever we
That's
want.
fine.
We're still, the name is still fluid.
Yeah, because by then we're already
it's
on
still-
220.
It's name fluid.
It's gender fluid.
Name fluid. I knew you were going to say it.
Yes, it's a working title.
Yes.
It's a working name.
But we are very excited about finally getting something and
Kind of in
putting
the
it
works.
together. Yes. And so keep your eyes and ears in tune for that.
And it's something that you all can attend.
Yes.
So we'll get to see you guys in person, get to touch you, have fun, listen to some music, crack jokes, tell us about your
Touch
favorite
Bim, don't
episodes.
touch me.
Yeah.
Give Darren a long hug. Play with Jen's hair.
It's
All
so
of it.
awkward when people long hug me.
Why?
Because I'm like I don't know what to do with my hands, and
Hug back,
I'll just
fool.
like look away. I'll just like look at a
He's
dead
like-
space.
Hug back.
And
yo.
usually, to a degree, it depends. Like, if you catch me off guard with a long hug, that's when I'm like, okay, like, all
Yeah,
right.
you got rock side to side. That's what you do with a long hug.
because I'm
You
always
just rock.
big, and I just look. Even like son will come, daddy, boop, and I'm just like, all right, like,
How long is this going to last?
yeah.
When is it over?
As long as it has to. As long as it must.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is exciting though. I like.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be fun. A little different for us. But
Yes.
Whatever.
We're gonna take a couple leaps and bounds, and we're going to put ourselves out there, Bim. Right, Bim.
I'll be there.
Us and USA.
I'll be there.
Us and USA.
Us
Moving
and
on.
Usa. I like that title. Anyways, I think it's a good place to stop.
Yeah. Love you
Awesome.
guys.
Hey, stay cool in this heat wave that we got.
Oh God.
Oh my God, London's like on fire. Like, what's going on?
It's
What
so
happened in London?
nasty.
It's like
and
so hot
muggy.
there. You know, it's
Yeah.
usually not hot like in Europe. They're having wildfires right now.
Oof.
In London.
Yes,
Yeah.
100-degree weather.
It's so
Father God,
gross.
I hear you coming. Just take your children
Take your
first.
people. Take
Take
us-
your children, Father.
Take it.
I'm ready.
That was scary.
We did praise worship songs at Harry's Steakhouse. You guys know Harry? You don't. Never mind. Nice steakhouse, up class like $100 steak.
We like
type of stuff.
loud.
Yeah. So, because it was Wild's birthday, so we said we have to bless the food. So we, in unison, with all the, yeah.
Well, from the diaphragm.
Oh, yeah, I had to bless the food. We had a great trip. That's
Was it like Nigerian?
Yes.
Oh
Of course it was.
man.
Yes. What do you mean? Is there any
Is it the
other?
other?
What do you mean? What a moment. I want to go back.
Yeah, I want to go back to your trip.
Bye before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
Love y'all.